AKA Patters, let me get my drink. Alright, I've noticed so many. And anyway, welcome to Philadelphia, PA. Peter A. DeLuca here, aka Pad. Sometimes aka Pad69, depending on your social media network. Subscribe, support, and speaking of subscriptions, real quick, I've noticed a lot of you have been absorbing, watching the content, but not subscribing. Please subscribe. Show your support. It's the cheapest way to do it. It's free. It's free for you to subscribe. And guess what it does? It wakes me up in the day. Gets me going. If I wake up, I see a new subscriber. It's better than P-Hub. Moving on. Okay. So we have to talk about this. Sometimes I like to inject my personal likes and tastes, as we saw with that Black Panther Painter's Prey video. Please check that out. That's getting 0 views. It's and I don't know why. It's one of Marvel's most underrated works in the history of Marvel, and it just happens to be about the Black Panther, and it has nudity. So boom. Okay, so everyone's talking about Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Hailey Bailey. Just put that up there. So this magazine cover, I was in line. I remember it. I was in line at my local Barnes & Noble, which is no longer there, in Rittenhouse Square. Because, yeah, in Philly, post-COVID, everything closes down. So I'm in line, and I'm just looking at this cover. It's over there, like on a newsstand, point of sale rack. And I'm just saying to myself, This Little Mermaid girl she's hot. Holy moly, this girl's hot. There's Dallas, by the way. She's so freaking hot. And, you do some more investigation. We're going to just keep putting pictures up here. But she's like almost like alien looking. She's like bizarre looking. Just beautiful, like a lot of the beautiful people have these characteristics, and I don't want to say she looks exotic, because I don't think that's the right thing to say, but the girl is just like, if you saw her in person, your jaw would just like drop. And for some reason, when it comes to this live action Little Mermaid, it's a horrible move. It's a horrible concept. I get how it's being framed. And I'm not saying I don't agree with what I feel like is the internal Disney decision to go into a certain direction when it comes to casting. I'm talking in code for a reason. But I mean, if you're going to go, if you're going to get an Ariel, I mean, do we have to get an Ariel that is just outright beautiful? And I really feel like feature-wise, she exceeds expectations. And I just want to say, if we weren't in this era where we're just like really tracking and bashing Disney, and trust me, it's a lot of fun. If we weren't in this era, I just feel like this news would be, and this girl would, and her performance, it would be looked forward to. There would be a little bit of some adulation and some need for it. People, she's a hot babe, and she's gonna be a mermaid. There's like 5 fantasies of mine it's already it's going to be up there on the screen. It's going to be a good day for me. But yeah, and just to further this, let me give you a little bit of an example. See, I don't understand this easily, fast, quick to bash any live action animated remake. Given, like, the best one by far was the Jungle Book. I thought that Jungle Book one had so much in it. The Jon Favreau one. I like Lady and the Tramp. Dare I say, I was deeply entertained by Dumbo. And then, we have our basics. We have Aladdin, Lion King. The point I'm getting at is, not long ago, I was at my drawing table, and I usually run movies and things off of my tablet, just because I need a little bit of that, like, disassociation so I can focus on the artwork. And the Disney suggestion, because I do love Disney Plus, people. I'm on Disney Plus every day. But it had Aladdin in the movie. You know, the Guy Ritchie directed one, starring the great one and only Will Smith. And I selected the live action. And the reason I selected the live action is because if you do care about storytelling, the live action Aladdin fills in a lot of these leaps that the animation takes. And this goes the same for Lion King. And a lot of these leaps are there within animation because, number one, the time it takes to do it, and you're really limited to 90 minutes. Adding an extra 30 minutes of narrative flow and narrative explanation, it pumps everything up that's between the moments that we love. And it's beautiful to look at. You know, like I'm all for upgrading things or material or works when you fill it with a modern day lens and modern day people, and it just looks beautiful. Okay. And yeah, like I make this similar argument when it comes to Man of Steel, where it's a perfect Superman movie because it's just filled with people you want to bang. And I'm all for that. I'm all for taking a cartoon and making it bangable. AKA Pad here, not upset about the Little Mermaid live action remake. Actually looking forward to it. Rock and roll, subscribe, support, leave a comment. And look, people, just because other commentators are in your lane and they're in your thread or they're in your crevice, it doesn't mean everything they say. Before we go, we gotta say, it doesn't mean everything they say is what you also have to say. Let's put on our critical thinking caps and keep going. I love you. Rock and roll, Peter A. DeLuca here, out.